Hey, I'm Dr. Tartt, and I want to talk to you about how to outsmart a narcissist. All right, when you start thinking about narcissism, all right, someone with narcissistic personality disorder, where did the term actually come from? All right, the term actually come from Greek mythology. This guy named Narcissus, who actually fell in love with his own reflection and stared at a pond so long, he fell into it and he died. Right, that's where we borrowed the term narcissism from narcissists. So what narcissistic personality disorder actually entails is a personality qualities that include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others, right? And so what's interesting is people who suffer from narcissistic personality disorder actually think very lowly of themselves. I know you're saying, no, I think too highly. No, it's really a mask because they're so insecure. All right. They actually need to make you feel bad so that you can remain with them. Right. So they constantly need that admiration of you boosting them up. Like you could say, hey, you're good, but I'm good. They can be like, nah, you should focus all the attention on me. All right. So if you've been in a relationship with someone who has narcissism or narcissistic traits, I'm going to give you 5 things you can do to outsmart them. All right. So that you don't have to stay in that toxic dynamic. Number 1, don't engage with their drama. They love drama. They thrive in drama because while they can get you to be dramatic, you're not going to be using your rational brain. So you have to set a limit by saying, hey, we can talk when you decide to treat me with some respect. He or she cannot make you talk. You stay silent until they come to you on your terms, which is only respect. Number 2, keep your emotions in check. They're going to try to get a rise out of you. That's what helps them to feel powerful, right? So I want you to anticipate all the things he or she is going to say to you or about you or do to get a rise. And I want you to prepare to show no emotion, right? Set a boundary in your mind of that, okay, all right, you done? Are you finished? Right? All right. So think about what they might say so that you can be ready so that you don't have your emotions driving you to try to please them or feeling bad for them or believe the love bombing, which is after they do something bad, they come in and talk about how much better they're going to be and how they love you. And it sounds so good, but it only sounds good. In your brain, you know it's not going to last. Going to number 3, stop trying to change them. Stop trying to get narcissists to come to counseling, especially with me, because I'm gonna eat them up left and right. People know that, right? I can't work with someone who thinks they're smarter than I am, even though you came to me for helping your relationship, for gaslighting your partner, right? That's not going to end well with most therapists. It's not going to end well with me because I'm not going to make you feel good. I'm going to say you might need to get some help with someone else for your narcissism because you can't tell me how I should be doing my job, which is what they do, right? Narcissists think they're smarter than a medical doctor, the dentist, anything. You know, they can build a house better than anyone else, all right, until they grab that hammer, right? So to stop trying to change them, they're never going to change. You're only going to disappoint yourself. You're only going to waste precious time in a relationship with someone who's never going to change. Donald Trump has narcissistic personality disorder, right? He's never going to change. He's never going to admit he tried to get him to change the election results. Here in Georgia, he's never going to say he committed fraud. Right? He's only gonna excoriate the judge. It's a witch hunt. America doesn't love me. That's what you see. Some of y'all are married to Donald Trump. All right, in the male and female form. They never gonna change. Even psychologists will tell you, never gonna change. Right? There are a few that specialize, and they'll say even then it's difficult, and the person will have to want to change. Right? Otherwise, they're gonna try and come in and try and tell you why you're wrong. Number 4, stay true to yourself. You did see what you see, fam. They did cheat. They did lie. They did manipulate. They did take the money. They do love themselves more than you. They did tell you they were going to stop doing what they were doing, only get your guard down so they can do it again once you trust them. Stay true to yourself. They're going to gaslight you to make you question your decision making. If they can get you to question, did I see what I really see? Maybe I do make bad decisions. Maybe I am overly emotional. Maybe because of my daddy and my mama not being in my life. Maybe I don't know how to interpret social situations where you're kissing on another man, another woman in my face. Stay true to yourself. You did see what you saw. It did happen. All right. Don't change your mind. Don't let them manipulate you. All right. You made good decisions, except for the partner you chose who are narcissistic and who was narcissistic. And then get professional help. You're going to need someone to walk you through recovery. You're going to walk this. Here's the question. We talk about narcissism, but what about the person who dates someone? So typically someone who thinks too highly of themselves tends to date someone who tends to think too lowly of themselves. And a lot of times when you're not sure who you are or your confidence is underdeveloped, a lot of times you'll get into a relationship with a stronger personality because you think that your identity is making him or her happy. And if I can just make him or her happy, our relationship can be happy and I can be fulfilled because then you're happy with me. But that's how they prey on you. They look for really, really low self-esteem partners, men or women. Narcissists will never date one another because they'll be sitting there like, I wish I would show empathy. I wish I would sacrifice. I wish I would apologize first. They'll be looking at each other all day. Kanye and Donald Trump would just be looking at each other all day. They'll never be friends. They'll never go into business together. All right. They'll never, ever happen. They prey on someone. It's like, you know what? I don't want to argue. I'm just going to admit that I was wrong so we can move on. All right. You know what, babe? I don't want to be mad. Maybe I shouldn't have said hello to that man that made you jealous, even though we're just friends. Right. And you'll end up losing yourself and you'll end up trying to please someone who can never be pleased. You end up trying to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed and can't be fixed and probably had a lot of childhood trauma where they did not learn that they could actually just be loved and loving to others. And that's enough. They don't believe in that. They believe in control. They only believe in the love that they can control. And if they can get you to think so lowly of themselves and you revere them as a god, then you'll spend your whole life trying to make them happy. But if you've been in this relationship, you realize all you do is disappear and lose yourself because all they want is more and more because they're never satisfied because they have no base. All right. So I love you, fam. I want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you're exiting these relationships and you avoid outright relationships with people who are narcissists. All right. Whether that's family, whether that's romantic, whether that's business, whether that's friendship. I need you to run, get away, and date someone who's secure, who believes in exchanging love for love. Take care. God bless.